Hello everyone, this is Adam Meister, the BitcoinMeister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel. If you're a media person, if you want to talk to me, you want to arrange a meeting, you want me to speak at your event, you can email me at adam@trezorhelp.com. That's adam at TREZORHELP, adam@trezorhelp.com. Now, I say all this because this Bitcoin stuff is really taking up a lot of time. It's great. I mean, I'm behind on answering people's questions on these videos. This channel is growing, and there's so much excitement about Bitcoin in the air today on the internet among Bitcoin people, but it's getting into the general public slowly. So we're seeing some articles get in there, and it's a vacation period here. No one's even working. So I imagine if we get to $1,000 today, we're very close to $1,000, everyone. I know you're excited. I'm not excited yet until we hit $1,000. I know it hit 1,000 in China. I guess we're around a 975 in America or something like that. I mean, I don't even have time to check. I'm very late to get to a real life event in Baltimore, so I'm rushing through this. My hair isn't even dry yet. Thank you to the person who sent me the Bitcoin. I know who you are. You are an awesome, loyal guy, and your viewership has meant a lot to me over the months, and your support, and I'm glad to see you posting regularly again. And you and Tone have a lot in common with altcoins. Wink, wink, I guess. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, so it's just I'm going to tonight when I get back from the event I have to go to. I am going to take some time and reply to all of the comments that I'm behind on. There's like 4 days or 5 videos worth of stuff that I haven't I've replied to some people and not other people. I'm really sorry. So you can almost taste $1,000. So is it going to really hit? I mean, that's the last question we have left in 2016. Is are we going to hit $1,000 in 2016? One thing I forgot to mention yesterday for all you altcoin fans out there, Tone Vays mentioned in his video something I forgot to mention, that he feels that both the Ethereum Classic and Ethereum will reach parity at $2. I will link to my video from yesterday, which is a really popular video. I guess because it was talking about Vinny Lingham and when you get that $3,000 in your title, everyone clicks on your video. I mean, I wish it wasn't like that. I wish people would oh, that's a very interesting topic. I think people just react to numbers, and also YouTube boosts your likes to see numbers in your video title. Anyway, Andy Hoffman has posted a new article, and now I admit I have not read the entire thing yet. He does mention, he alludes to Vinny Lingham and Tone Vays in it, who he has disagreements with. And Tone actually mentioned Andy Hoffman in the comment section of my video yesterday, which I will link to. So who knows what's coming up in the future here? And I know a lot of people like Andy Hoffman here a lot. So I got to get, and I like Andy Hoffman. I like all 3 of those guys. And I really don't know Vinny. Like I saw Vinny speak. He knows who I am, maybe. But I mean, Andy, I know. Tone, I know. And so this is an interesting. Both Andy Hoffman and Tone Vays have New York connections. They're very upfront about everything, so they're bound to clash. So and again, people here were putting comments like Andy Hoffman should run for president. So we've got different. Everyone's got their fan base and everything. So and yeah, I'd like to see Andy Hoffman president more than the current president. My God, and then and the next president too. Barry Silbert had. Oh wait, sorry. Monero. I got to talk about Monero. A lot of you are like, talk about Monero, Adam. Well, it's surging. It got up to $14 today. One person said that it will go up to 1,000 eventually because it's the ultimate money laundering tool. Now I started thinking about that, and Tone actually started saying it's not the ultimate money laundering tool because you have to get Bitcoin to buy the Monero. There's a point to that. And if you're in an exchange, if you're using fiat, you have to get your bank to send the exchange fiat, and then you buy Monero. So there's a record of you buying the Monero. I mean, it's not anonymous. Now, if you if you bought Monero from some dude on the street for cash, then it would be the ultimate money laundering tool. So I think it's gaining interest because of this, because of something with China, that maybe the people in China are going to start laundering their money more. And I'm not against, I mean, I don't believe in the concept of laundering money. I think you should be able to do with it's your money. It's your money. Now, I don't think people should send money to people to kill people or do horrible things. I don't agree with horrible things, but people's money is their money, and we'll get into something Andreas Antonopoulos said later that kind of gets into that type of issue. But I will link to the Andy Hoffman article that I mentioned below. I probably said that. So anyway, and I'm going to think about this Monero line a little bit more for my prediction shows. But I'm close. I mean, even if it's not really the ultimate money laundering tool, but everybody thinks it's going to be the ultimate money laundering tool, then it will be. It's the number 5 cryptocurrency in market cap right now. It'll be the number 2. I mean, I'm not making that prediction yet. Let's save all that stuff but I'm just giving you the logic here, okay? So there's some Monero news for all your Monero fans. And by the way, later in the show, in 2 minutes, I'm going to mention Monero again. So Barry Silbert had a great tweet. I will link to it below. The best part of having interest in 19 Bitcoin exchanges around the world is if we get to see monthly volumes. Folks, it's happening. I mean, that's pretty exciting. You know, there's some pump right there from Barry Silbert. Thank you, Barry, for pumping. So Litecoin and Ripple are going back and forth as the number 3 to number 4 cryptocurrency. And by the way, Monero will overtake Ripple this year. There's one prediction for you. And Litecoin will overtake Ripple soon, it appears. And one of the things we got to pay close attention is if it successfully, and I've mentioned this before, if Litecoin successfully implements segregated witness, and I wonder if people are going to suddenly, if it does, if people are going to suddenly start buying Litecoin to play around with it, and Bitcoin people who are involved with segregated witness are going to start buying Litecoin to see how it works and see what the issues are, so that the same thing doesn't have with Bitcoin when it implements segregated witness. So like, are people going to start really using Litecoin as a test net for Bitcoin for segregated witness if segregated witness is implemented, and how much will the price go up if this indeed occurs? So again, let's pay close attention to that. But I mean, if Litecoin implements segregated witness, there's no way it won't. It's gonna go ahead of Ripple. I mean, it's already overtook Ripple in market cap a couple times. I think as of this moment, it's ahead of it. All right, Andreas Antonopoulos has a video out there from December 24th that I finally got to watch. I'll link to it below. And he something that I like that he talked about is like, with our Visa cards, our credit cards, it's person. When you're sending money, when you're buying something, it's person to corporation to corporation to corporation to another person. So all these middlemen have to approve of your purchase. If Visa doesn't like that you're sending money to Julian Assange, then they can stop it. And because they're a corporation and you're dealing with them. You didn't invite them into the process exactly, but there they are. So Bitcoin totally gets rid of that. It's one of the awesome things about Bitcoin. You can send your money to anyone you want to. So that goes back to the money laundering issue. That, you can do what you wish with your money. No one's going to accuse you of money laundering when you're just sending it between people. There's no middleman like Visa or Bank of America or whoever to say, oh no, we don't approve of that your personal transaction between you and your friend. We don't approve of it, even though the dude's your friend. It's terrorism or something like that. Yeah, so Bitcoin is cash. Bitcoin is electronic cash in that way. All right, someone on Twitter just reminded me before I went on the air that Aeon, Aeon, is also in a bull run. And I mention this is because it's a fork of Monero. So it's going up just because Monero is going up, probably. Because, and so maybe other anonymous coins will also get another. This happened before when Monero was going up. The other anonymous coins, maybe not Dash, but a lot of them got a push. But Aeon is just a complete fork of Monero, from what I've heard. So it's like a poor man's Monero right now. So if you're a freaking one of those young guys out there who likes to speculate and gamble, I mean, there's a gamble, right? That's a poor man's gamble. If you don't want to pay $10, pay 10 cents or whatever it is. And I'm not recommending doing that. I'm just mentioning it. I do think it's interesting that Monero has a fork. And finally, my friend from the land of Eretz Yisrael, Israel, reminded me on some social media today that there's a site out there, cryptopotato.com. And if you speak Hebrew and you like Bitcoin, you can read about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency on cryptopotato.com in Ivrit, in Hebrew. So I'll link to that. I'm Adam Meister, the BitcoinMeister. It's Hanukkah. It's the 5th day. Have a fun time.